Hey everyone, Matthew here, and this is December's scene, the sneaker forum low remix. In the scene, all materials used are using the ThreadWeaver, most of them except the plastic pieces. But yeah, most of it is using the ThreadWeaver OSL, and there's no texture dependencies. Maybe the lights might have one or two textures, but that's about it. So let's fire up the Redshift and have a look at the scene to go through quickly. So I'm looking here at different parts, each have a separate ThreadWeaver material, and I'll go with this orange one that I have selected already, and I will kind of isolate the components of this material. So I'm looking at the color right now, and I will go inside the tile count and make it smaller number to see the preview. Notice that this part is not properly UV'd down here in the front, and I am using UV context that has been recently released in the most recent version of Redshift in Cinema 4D. But yeah, you get to see kind of a larger detail in here, and inside the ThreadWeaver, you can control things like the shading. So you can turn off the shading, which was introducing a little bit of a brightness inside the core of each one of those threads to give it a little bit of a 3D look inside just the diffuse output. We can also have a look inside the normal map output, and with the normal map you can increase or decrease the strength, and you can also blur it or soften it depending on the look that you're after, as well as changing the normal angle rotation. All right, let's unsolo and let's jump quickly to another material. But before I do this, let's go to the tile multiplier again. Increase it to 30. All right, I'll select a different part, and it's using this material. I'll zoom into it, and you can do things like changing the color, or not use the UV context and depend on the UV map. And you can also go and control this here. And just to give you a quick way of maybe doing things, let's do a noise. Preview it quickly to adjust the scale. Let's go with a 25. All right, and let's go make a vector maker. And let's try to UV offset using this noise. You see that it's introducing this kind of a irregularity. So if you're trying to create an organic look of a fabric, sometimes introducing these irregularities, maybe we need to reduce it. It's a bit too much in here. And let's have a look at it with the UV context enabled on path through. Let's do it a triplanar. Let's increase tile multiplier. Go back to 40 maybe. And let's introduce either contrast. You see the irregularity being pushed a little bit too much. Let's go and reset the hue. And let's address this part in the mesh here. Also, probably the material is not enabled with the UV context, so let's go there as well. Let's check the UV context, and it's going through a triplanar, but for some reason this is probably soloed on the color output. So because I have this at the end of the node tree, it only affects the material output. But I'm sure you can watch tutorials on how to use the UV context earlier on in different sections of your node setup. So yeah, this is fully procedural, as I mentioned. Pretty cool. I really like it. I will clean it up, remove the brand logos and so on. And yeah, you should be able to access this file on the Patreon today. Thanks for watching, and until next one.